Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Taisha, but you can call me Ty, and I'm a makeup artist here in Brooklyn. So today's video, I wanted to show you how to do this blue electric eye with this red lip because I think it's perfect for winter time. Winter's all about those deep, dark colors, and I thought that this would be perfect. This is something I will wear on a night out, probably a night out with the girls. I might wear it on a date. I don't know. I feel like guys don't like too much dramatic, and this is kind of on the dramatic side. So I probably will wear this out with the girls. But I think this is perfect for the winter time and that ladies' night out. And also, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the struggles of dating over 30 with no kids. Because for some reason, people seem to think that it's easy, and it ain't. So if you guys want to see this video, see how I got this look, hear me vent a little bit, just keep watching. So I'm going to start with my eyes today just because we're doing this blue smoky eye and it might be some fallout and I don't want to do my foundation and then there's fallout and I might have blue under here. It's not cute. So I'm going to start with eyes today. Please don't judge my eyebrows. They're a little thick, I know. They're a little heavy, but it's time for me to get them cleaned up and I just haven't felt like going. So they're a little thicker than usual and I know y'all see I'm all bundled up. I am in New York and it is cold. When I tell y'all it's cold, it's cold. Like, I know it's not full winter yet, but it was just like 80 degrees last week, and then it bust out and wanted to go down to like, I think it was like 47 or something like that this week. It's cold, so I have all this on. I have a blanket around my lap, and I have my tea here. I'm just trying to keep warm. But let's get started with the tutorial. So I am using two palettes today. I'm using my Box of Crayon palette, and I'm also using my Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm gonna prime my eyes. I'm using my LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Toffee, and I'm gonna use my banana powder to set that. So I wanted to get some things off my chest. I've been hearing, and a lot of people have been telling me lately, that it is easy for me to date because I am single with no kids. That's what I've been being told. And yeah, it's not easier. I don't know who lied to y'all and told y'all it was easier, but it's not easier. Especially when you're over 30. I'm over 30. Well, I ain't that far over 30. I am 30. I'll be 31 in a few weeks. But I'm not sure who told y'all or who sent out a memo saying it was easy for us, because it's not easy for us. So I'm just going to talk to you guys about some of the struggles, because some of you guys think that it's super easy. It is not super easy. It is just as hard for me as it is for some of you guys who do have kids. I'm not saying that you guys don't have struggles, because you definitely do. I get it. But we got struggles too, okay? I'm tired of hearing we got it easier. So I want to start off with a neutral shade first. So I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to use this color right here. So back to what I was saying. There is a struggle for us who are single, over 30, with no kids. It's a struggle. We have the same struggles that you guys have. We have the same struggles with finding someone. I'll just use myself for example, of course. But finding someone isn't the easiest. Like, not only am I looking for someone who doesn't have kids, like myself, but I also gotta find somebody that's tall. So they gotta be tall and have no kids. And before y'all start judging me, I'm gonna explain myself. For starters, I'm tall. I am 5'11", so I prefer to find someone who is at least my height. I mean, I would prefer someone who was maybe like 6'4", 6'5", but you know, girl can't be picky, just be my height and I'm happy, you know? Now I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. So as I was saying, I would prefer somebody who is my height. And I also would prefer somebody who didn't have kids like myself. I'm not judging anybody who has kids. I'm not saying you guys don't deserve love, because I've had people say that to me, like, oh, you think that because I have kids I don't deserve love? That's not the case. I have nothing against you guys. I just personally prefer someone who doesn't have kids like myself, because I just want to share some of those first time experiences. Like, y'all know I'm dramatic. Like, mad dramatic. I want the first time I have a child to be the first time my partner has a child. Like, y'all know I'm be dramatic. I'm a freak out, and I need him to freak out with me. I don't need him to be like been there, done that before. I kind of want him to act a fool like I am, unless I find somebody that's calm. But he still might be a little freaked out with me. I just want to share some of those, you know, first time experiences with someone. I don't want someone who's kind of been there, done that already. I want someone who will experiencing these things for the first time. Now I'm gonna tap into this color right here. Anytime you do blue, I think I said this in a past tutorial, anytime you do blue, you want to add just like a tiny little bit of orange, because blue and orange, I don't know, it just complements each other really well. So I always add like a tad bit of orange in my blue, in my crease when I do blue looks. So yeah guys, back to what I was saying. So once he meets the height requirement and then he doesn't have any kids, then I gotta make sure he has like some goals and stuff, right? Like he got a decent job, or if he has goals, you know, he's actually actively working towards them. We're not talking about somebody who has goals but ain't doing nothing. Sir, I need you to be working towards those goals. Once I can get those three things, okay, that's cool. But it's hard to get those three things. It is hard. Finding somebody who's in their 30s without kids is hard. Although I am in a Facebook group that has a bunch of people that are over 30 with no kids, you know, you still gotta find somebody that you like, that vibes with you, is tall enough. Like I said, that has the goals. But sometimes just getting those three things are pretty hard. So now I'm gonna go into this color right here, and I'm gonna put that right in my crease in my outer V. So now, once I've found somebody who meets those top three qualifications, I should say, then it's time for actually like getting to know them. And that process for me is the same as it's like for anybody else. Main problem that I'm having is the same main problem that majority of you guys are saying you have, which is finding someone that knows how to hold a conversation. Because that's a struggle. Finding someone that knows how to hold a conversation. Like, I meet so many people that, first of all, that just don't even know how to approach me. Like, if somebody inboxes me again with just a Facebook wave, I'm gonna get upset. Like, I hate that. Like, if you're just gonna add me as a friend and then send me a wave, then just don't inbox me. But anyway, you need to have some follow-up with that. And just know how to hold a conversation. And not for nothing, I talk a lot. Like, when I say I talk a lot, I talk a lot. The most you can do, I can say the least you can do, is just follow up with any questions that I ask. And my friend Drina said that. It's like, since I talk so much, I'm going in with the fluffier brush now just to blend that out a little more. Because I talk so much, I ask 1,001 questions. The easiest thing you can do is just say, how about you? Like, that's so easy. Like, if I say, so what high school you went to? How easy is it for you to say, oh, I went to South Shore. How about you? That is the easiest thing you can do, is just say, how about you? And keep the conversation going. But I meet so many people that would just answer the question and then that's it. They're not saying anything else. And it's like, bruh, you gotta do a little better than this. Like, I'm trying, but you gotta try too. So now it's time for me to put that blue eyeshadow down. But before I do, I want to show you guys something that'll make that blue pop up more. You want to put like some type of black liner down. I can't find my gel liner or anything super matte. So I'm just going to go in with my Black Radiance eyeliner. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it all over my lid, let it dry, and then I'll go in with the blue. So as I said, I'm just putting this all over my lid. Now that that's dry, I am going to go in with this blue right here from my Box of Crayons palette. And I'm gonna put that right over that black liner. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to spray my brush with my Fix Plus. So I'm gonna spray my brush with Fix Plus. This is another trick to making sure your eyeshadows come out brighter. Now I'm gonna dip into that blue. Make sure you really get in there. And then I'm gonna place that right on my lid. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So again, we have the same struggles with finding someone who knows how to carry a conversation, and not saying that, well, I didn't make this generally about women, because I know men that go through the same thing. Saying they meet women, but they don't have much to say or they can't carry a convo. So yeah, that's just hard to find. And then when it comes down to the date, that's just hard too. Like, so often I have people ask me, where do I want to go? And that upsets me. Like, you guys tell me if that upsets you too. When someone asks you, where do you want to go? Like, if we've been talking for a long time, or even like a week or two, if you ask enough questions, you will know where to take me. Like, I let a lot of people know up front, I am a pescatarian. For people who don't know what that means I do not eat meat. I don't eat chicken, pork, or beef. I do eat seafood though. Therefore, if you know that about me, it ain't that hard to pick a restaurant. Just make sure it's a restaurant that got seafood. I hate that, so where do you want to go? I hate it. If you've been listening and paying attention, then you know where we should be going or where you should take me. So as you guys can see, this color is really it's really popping right now. So I am gonna go back into my Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to go into that dark. I'm actually gonna go a little darker. I'm gonna go into the black, and I'm gonna put that right on my outer V just to smoke it out just a little bit more. So as I was saying, yeah, I definitely hate when someone asks me where I want to go. I do. Like, sometimes you could just, if I told you what I eat, then picking a place for me to go shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't, anything that has seafood, I'm down to go to. And honestly, you don't even have to do anything that deep. For a first date, we could just go get ice cream or something. I had an ice cream date this summer and it was pretty cool. You can do something simple as an ice cream date just for that first date, just to get to know someone. And I say that for someone if you're meeting somebody online. Because a lot of times these days we're meeting people through dating apps or even Facebook. So if you kind of want to do a pre-date, because I'm totally not against pre-dates. So a pre-date is basically like a date that you go on before a real date, just to get to gauge, to get to know the person and see if you actually like them and want to move things forward. I'm not against pre-dates if I met somebody online and if we haven't been talking for that long. So I'm going to do my face right now and then just keep chatting with you guys. You guys have seen me do my foundation routine. I know you have. If you haven't, there'll be a link below. You guys have seen it. So I'm gonna just chit chat, do my foundation routine, but I'm not getting in depth with anything, guys, because like I said, you've seen this already. I know you have. If you haven't, the link will be below. I would say another struggle that I have with dating, I would say is sometimes when I do find someone, like I said, who meets all the requirements and say we go on a date, a lot of times when I find guys who are single with no kids as well, and not all, just some, they feel a little like entitled, like as if I should treat them like a god because they're single with no kids. And I get that a lot. It's like, you know I ain't got no kids too, right? Like, why do you think why do you think I should be going above and beyond for you and you're not doing the same? And we're technically in the same boat. I guess they feel like maybe they're like a hot commodity, so I guess they can act up more. And again, that's not all, because I know some really great guys who are single without any kids. I know some really great guys who are really, really looking for love and they're looking to settle down. And I will say that although I have my rule of not dating anyone with kids, you know, I have tried it a few times. It didn't work, obviously, but I have tried it. The few guys that I did date, well, I dated this one guy. Well, I don't want to say dated. We went on one date this summer, and I could just tell he was still with his baby mother. And again, I know that ain't all cases, but I could just tell. She called while we were on a date, and the conversation that they had, it just, yeah, it didn't sit well with me. She called him and he didn't say, oh, I'm out with someone, I'm on a date. He was like, oh, I'm just trying to order tickets right now. This is why I can't talk to you. But when I tell you, she kept calling over and over and over again. If she not your girl, why is she blowing you up? And I understand that she was calling because he had to pick up their child, but the way she was blowing him up in a matter of minutes, she must have called him like 5 times within like 10 minutes. And I was like, yeah, something more is going on here. Like, and then every time he called, he would have to call while he was outside, or if he was in his car. He never called. I think I called him one time when he was in his house, and that lasted for like a minute. Any other time, he had to call while he was in his car, on the way to work, on the way home, stuff like that. Not saying that happens with everybody, but that is something that I worry about when I am dating someone. Like, what is the relationship with you and your child's mother? So a lot of time people are double dipping. It's like they say they're not together, but they still mess around with their baby mama. You just don't always know what that situation is. So again, I have tried it. Not saying that all experience and everybody that I dated didn't go well, because I've dated some other guys who didn't have kids and they were decent guys. We didn't have any like bad issues like that last guy, but I don't know, it's just what I prefer. I can get up and go when I want. I don't have to worry about a babysitter. Like I don't want to just keep talking bad, but I dated another guy, and I tried to do like the whole long distance thing, but he could never come here. He could never make it. He was supposed to be coming to New York for I don't know how long. Could never make it because he could never find a babysitter. Not knocking him for it, but after a certain point, I kind of was like, I can't wait anymore. And for some reason, when I meet guys who do have kids, they always ask me, well, what's wrong with you? Why don't you have any kids? Something must be wrong. something's wrong with me because I want to wait till I get married? Really? And again, it ain't judging nobody who had kids before marriage. My mom had me and she wasn't married. This is nothing against anybody. But how can you say there's something wrong with me because I want to wait to marriage? If a guy says that to me, that's automatically a turn off and I'm out of there. But I get that so much. I get guys asking me that all the time. I get women asking me that all the time too. I met a guy once. I went to an event, a game night, and this guy outright asked me what was wrong with me because I didn't have any kids. He asked me what was wrong with me because I didn't have any kids, and at the time I was working at the bank, and he outright asked me, outright told me that I didn't make enough money. Oh, you work at the bank? You don't make enough money, so you don't have any kids, and you don't make enough money. But then still ask me for my number because he wanted to take me out for a date. I could not believe that. He got told off. I have the same struggles you guys have with these online apps. These online apps, y'all, are the worst. Like, I'm over it. I've tried Tinder. I've tried Black. Well, it's spelled BLK. What else have I tried? I've tried Badoo. I've tried a few apps and I'm just like kind of over it. I get tired of asking the same questions over and over and over again. And I've been meeting some crazy people. Like, I've been meeting some really, really crazy guys on there that have been saying some crazy stuff to me. So I've just kind of been like, you know what? I'm gonna stay off the app. I think it's because people are online, they feel more comfortable with being rude. It's like they can say whatever they want to say because it's not like they gotta see you in person or say it to your face. And half the time I end up swiping left anyway. And you know what I forgot to bring up? Finding somebody who has good morals. Like, I come from a pretty decent family. Grandparents have been married, 63 years? Yeah, 63 years. You know, everybody else in my family has been married pretty long. We pretty much have traditional views. And finding someone who has traditional views are kind of hard too. And again, that's the same thing that you guys with kids are probably having struggles with too. Like I said, our struggles are the same, maybe slightly different, but it's pretty much the same. I mean, a lot of people who aren't just traditional anymore, and they just, I don't know, believe in doing things a lot differently these days, and I'm still kind of old-fashioned in a sense. I feel like I don't know if people value marriage now as much as they used to. I just don't know. The people who I've met lately just don't. And I come from a family that values marriage. So yeah, as you can see, guys, I face the same struggles you do with dating. I know if you have kids, you might have more of a struggle with finding time away from your kids and trying to find a time to actually date. And I will say that would be the difference, and that would make it a little easier for me. I don't have kids, so I can just pick up and go at any time I want. So I do definitely feel like that might be more of a struggle, but I feel like that's the only difference in the struggle. As far as in meeting someone, finding someone who has the qualities you want, it is just the same. It is just as hard. We don't have it no easier with that. And with all of this said, it doesn't mean that I'm not dating or seeing anybody right now. I'm actively looking. I'm not in a relationship. But it doesn't mean that I'm not dating. I just wanted to, just give that heads up. Because I get people all the time just saying, oh, it's so easy for you, Ty. It ain't. It ain't easy. It's just as hard for me to get to know somebody as it is for you, girl. Okay? One thing I will say is that if you are looking, it's best to try new things. I mean, I'm over apps, doesn't mean you have to be over apps. Try finding some apps you like. It didn't work for me, maybe it'll work for you. Look at that, y'all. Or get out and go out the house. Like, go places where guys are gonna be, like a sports bar. Go tonight a game is on. Go towards the end though, because if you go right in the midst of the game, well then at the end of the game, they might be into it. I don't know. Just go, girl. Just go to the sports bar. Find out when good time it is. Maybe it's halftime. You should go and meet somebody. I think one of the biggest things that I see is a lot of people saying that they're interested and they want to date, but they're not finding anybody. But I think we resort to online stuff just way too much instead of just going out and just getting outside of our comfort zone. Just go out and meet someone. So now I'm going to take a little bit of that blue and I'm going to put it on my waterline. If you see my lashes are white, that's because I put on primer on my lashes. I just noticed that putting on primer and putting on mascara kind of helps keep my lashes from falling out when I apply falsies. Now I'm going to go in with this color here again. And I'm going to put that right under where I put that blue. Just to blend it out a little bit because it looks kind of harsh to me. So I want to blend it out just a tad bit. I'm going to dust off some of the powder that I have on there and blend those two together a little more. And see, that's better to me. It doesn't look as harsh as this eye, if you guys can see the difference. Soften that up just a little bit. So for lashes, I'm going in with my Lena lashes in the style Monroe. They keep having sales on these. They're like 10 for $20 or something like that. So I said, let me try them. So this is my first time trying them. And I'm going to give them a go and see how they look. Now for lips, I'm going to go in with the red lipstick. I just think that blue and red goes well together. So I'm going to put that on. If you want to do a nude lipstick, you definitely can. But y'all know I'm extra. So I'm going with red. And I'm using my Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in the shade Missy Fierce. And this is the final look, guys. I hope you guys really like this look. I think it was pretty simple and easy. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and listened to me vent a little bit about people saying that being 30 with no kids is easy for you to date. It's not that easy, guys. I hope you listen to this video and know that I have struggles too. Stop telling me it's easy. It is not. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.